Let's talk about Advance UK and Advance Wales. Now, last week I did an interview with Ben Habib and Richard Thompson, and they are fantastic guys. Now, the primary goal for these interviews was to find out for myself what the deal was. Now, I do not want to regurgitate other people's opinions. I don't think there's any point to that. I want to find out for myself and bring evidence straight from the source. So before I jump into my opinion, let me just say that this is no reflection on Ben or Richard's character. They are lovely men with a heart for Britain. And should we be talking about the UK elections, then I would definitely say that Ben is a real contender for PM and Advance UK are a good, solid party. Now, what my interview with Ben and Richard showed is that they don't understand Wales or the importance of the Welsh elections to the Welsh people. And this is not because of willful ignorance or because they don't care. I believe that Ben and Richard want to see change in Wales, but they simply don't understand Wales or the Welsh people. We are a completely different culture, and unless you are in close proximity to us, you won't get us. Now, I don't think it matters how great a leader Pete is or how amazing his candidates are. If the top leadership are not throwing their weight behind the cause and giving their all to it, it's just not going to work. Now, in Ben's interview, I asked him about the Welsh elections, and his response was that it was not his priority. Now, I didn't press him further on it because I didn't need to. I had the answer I was looking for. Wales just isn't important to him right now. And I talked more to Richard about it, and it was clear that getting the brand of Advance out there was more important than the Welsh elections. And I don't blame them. They have other priorities in building a new and interesting political infrastructure for the party. But Wales matters to me. Now, this leaves Pete Prosser in a terrible position, and one that I fear he cannot win with Advance. Now, let me say again, Pete is a fantastic guy with a heart of gold who loves this country. But this is not enough in this case. He needs the full weight of support from those above him, but it's just not going to happen. And these interviews are evidence of that. However, this is what Reform are getting right. Nigel has very much been present in Wales, and this is ultimately what is gaining confidence in Reform. Do I think Nigel cares about Wales? No. But I think he acknowledges how important Wales is to the Welsh people and how important these elections are. So my advice to Pete would be to stand down the candidates and withdraw from the election. I know that Pete would make a fantastic leader and has a purpose in the political landscape of Wales, but this is impossible without the full weight of support needed from the top. So now just ain't the time for Advance Wales. Again, I want to emphasise that I like what Advance stands for and how Ben is setting the foundations to the party, and give it a few years and I think they will have an amazing setup and strategy that will benefit the whole of the UK. But at this moment in time, I will not be voting for Advance Wales. And just to make it clear again, this is not because of Pete Prosser. This is because I believe there is a lack of understanding and support for Wales and for Pete in these elections. So, don't look to the left, don't look to the right, look up Wales.